someone who's feeling totally pulled down by your past mistakes, your failures, and all the painful experiences that you've had? And have you started feeling that all these mistakes and your failures are defining your today and they are stopping you from taking that leap and actually, soaring and reaching the heights you can reach? What if I told you that your past is not your destiny? It's just your past, and you have the power to rewrite your story and create a future that excites you as long as you are blessed to live. As long as your heart is beating, you are blessed to live, you are taking the next breath, you can always rewrite your story. You can always start a new chapter, you always have that pen in your hand. Hi and welcome to another episode of Fly to Fulfillment. I'm your host Ratika Seth, your life enhancement coach, and today we are tackling a mindset shift that could actually change everything for you. Your past does not define your future. You define your future. We all have chapters in our life, we wish we could rewrite. Now, whether it's a mistake, whether it's a missed opportunity, or just a tough period we've gone through, the truth is, the past is just a part of the story of our life. It's just a chapter of the story of our life. It's not the whole book. So we can always rewrite our past. In this episode, I will share 5 actionable steps with you that will help you let go of the past and take control of your future. So if you're ready to break free from that weight of yesterday and step confidently into a bright tomorrow, this episode is just for you. So let's dive straight in. I'll talk about 5 steps to ensure your past does not define your future. Number 1, accept and don't dwell. The first step to freeing yourself from the bondage of the past is accepting, whatever has happened has happened. Accept the past for what it is, the way it is, without any judgment, without any denial. Acknowledge your experiences, your lessons, your emotions, without dwelling on them or letting them define you. Remember, acceptance is not the same as approval. You accepting your past does not mean that you approve of the past. You don't have to approve of everything that happened, but accepting it will allow you to move forward. So write down one thing from your past today, okay? Just one thing. Write down one thing from your past today that you need to fully accept. Reflect on what it has taught you and how it has, made you grow over time. Since then to now, how you've grown because of this one particular incident from your past. Number 2, reframe your story. So instead of viewing your past as a source of regret, see it as a foundation for growth. Every failure or mistake has a lesson embedded in it. So focus on what you've learned and how that learning has actually made you a stronger person. Reframe your narrative. Instead of saying I failed at this, just start saying I learned so much of resilience from this experience I had. Oh my God, how much it taught me. Think of the past event, which you've been regretting till date. Any event. Write down how it's shaped you positively. Do that reframing work today. Try it out. Just any incident you remember, any event you remember which, you've always regretted. Just write it down and think how it's shaped you positively. Number 3, release any emotional baggage that you carry. See, holding on to guilt or to shame or regret or anger will, only keep you clinging to the past. So practice forgiveness. And don't just practice forgiveness, in terms of others. We all hear we should forgive people. But first we need to start forgiving ourselves. So practice forgiveness for yourself. Letting go of the past does not mean you're going to forget it. You're never going to forget what's happened, right? It only means releasing that emotional baggage, that emotional weight, so that you can move forward freely, lightly. So take a moment today, forgive yourself for something you've been holding on to, and say it aloud to yourself. I forgive myself and release the burden of whatever situation. Okay, mention that situation. I forgive myself and I release this burden of your situation. Number 4, set your vision for the future. To prevent your past from defining your future, just create a very clear vision of where you want to go. It's just you and your future vision. There is no turning back, looking back, thinking about the past. Just you and your future vision. Focus on what excites you. Focus on what kind of a person you want to become. Use, this vision as a compass to guide your actions and decisions starting now. Write down 3 goals. Okay, your 3 main goals for yourself you have for your future. Keep them somewhere visible as a daily reminder. Keep looking at it continuously every day consistently. And last but not the least, the best way to move beyond your past is by focusing on the present and taking consistent steps towards your future. So take action and stay present. Small intentional actions every day build momentum and shift your focus from what was to what can be. So stay grounded in the present moment. Practice your mindfulness exercises. Practice your gratitude. Every morning, wake up, write down one thing you are truly, truly, truly grateful for and one action you will take to move closer to your goals. So thank you for joining me on this powerful episode of the Flight to Fulfillment podcast. Remember, your past is not your identity. It is only one tiny little chapter in your story, and you have the power to accept it, reframe it, and use it as a stepping stone to a brighter future. So let's quickly recap the 5 steps to ensure your past does not define your future. Number 1, accept the past, don't dwell upon it. Number 2, reframe your story. Number 3, release your emotional baggage. Number 4, set your vision for the future. And number 5, take action and stay in the present moment. So if this episode resonated with you, please take a moment to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who needs this reminder today. Together we can inspire each other to break free from the shackles of the past and step boldly into a future we truly deserve. So until the next podcast, this is me, Ratika Seth, your life enhancement coach, reminding you that every day is a new page in your life, so you can always write a new story for yourself, make it count, and see you next time in my next podcast. Bye-bye.